Hey guys, I found this amazing article here on mindweb.com called A Pivotal Point for Gold and Silver Explained. I'll put the link down below so you guys can read the whole thing, but I will go through a few points from this article here. So it says, why are gold and silver at a pivotal point? On Friday, February 15th, many of the financial commentators on CNBC and CNN expressed their opinion that the 12-year track record of gains for the gold price was over, for the following reasons. So they said investors are switching out of gold and into stocks for growth and income. There is no inflation and investors have no reason for owning gold. The U.S. economy is recovering, easing pressure for more monetary stimulus. Investors like George Soros are reducing their core holdings of gold, and world demand for physical gold dropped 4% in 2012. So instead of responding to these points right here myself, I'll leave this up to my subscribers to leave a comment down below. So let me know why any of these things are not really pivotal points for the gold, signaling a downward trend into the future. So also here's some rebuttals that you guys can go off of. World gold supplies declined 1.4% in 2012 and are projected to drop again in 2013. Central banks and large investors are not buying gold as an inflation hedge. Gold is an alternative investment to paper currency. And even though it's saying here central banks and large investors aren't buying it as an inflation hedge, this is something that I'm seeing a lot of the smaller investors buying gold and silver for. Like, this is the main reason why they're buying it as an inflation hedge. So it's funny how they'll say here how the reason why the big guys aren't buying is not because of inflation, but many of the little guys are buying because of inflation. So world debt is growing at an unprecedented pace, although there may not be QE4 in the US. Look at growing monetary stimulus in Europe, Great Britain, Japan, and China. I could have sworn that QE4 did get released in United States. It was $85 billion a month mortgage-backed security purchases, but I don't know, when was this posted? This was recently posted, so I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about QE4, but who knows. As the U.S. economy recovers, there will be growing U.S. demand for gold and silver. See the current U.S. Mint record gold and silver sales records. This is a big one here. George Soros did lower his stake in paper gold, but we are seeing large investors switching to physical gold stored in depositories. Large investor John Paulson, who I recently did a video on, has not sold any of his 2.18 million ounces of gold. While overall volume was down 4% from 2011 at 4,405.5 tons, the total 2012 value reached an all-time high of $236.4 billion. And Basel III is set to upgrade the status of gold to a level 1 bank asset in 2015. Now, this is what I'm going to start talking about a little more and more in future videos, is my relatively long-term forecast for gold. When I look 3 years into the future, that is technically a long-term investment for me. So when I look at buying gold and silver, I'm going to be looking at seeing all-time highs in about 2015 and 2016. So from here until then, honestly, I'm just sitting in the sidelines, waiting for huge drops in prices, and as soon as I see that iconic spike low that I've been talking about many times before, I'll go ahead and start picking up some gold on some dips. But I think silver has gotten way overextended from being up 500% over the past 12 years, whereas gold still has been up every single year in the past 12 years, but it's not nearly up 500%. So I think silver will see 26, as I've been saying for the past few months.